Hi everyone. Um, yeah, hi Johnny, if you're watching as well. Welcome to my slightly gutted Summerslam reaction show. You'll probably guess why I'm gutted from the title of the live stream. I just saw CM Punk win the world title for the first time in 12 years, I think. 11, 12 years. I think 13 possibly. I can't remember when he had it now. But yeah. Um, I'll get to this in a minute, but obviously Seth Rollins basically has cashed in on CM Punk, and Seth Rollins has worked us all. I had a slight inkling that they might do it, but I thought they might have done the Naomi thing, where I'm just looking at the SummerSlam YouTube live thing at the minute. Punk's just walking up the ramp, um, absolutely gutted. Obviously, kayfabe wise gutted. I just thought that Punk would lose, but then I thought Cody would beat Cena, and that Seth was going to do a surprise cash in on Cody maybe winning or Cena. I didn't think it was going to be against Punk, to be honest. But yeah, I know it's obviously predetermined sport that we all know and love, but I'm absolutely gutted, to be honest. I don't swear on any of my live stream. Well, there's the odd uh, accidental curse word dropped, but I called Seth Rollins all the names under the sun about 5 minutes ago. I'm very surprised my missus hasn't come down the stairs actually telling me off for waking the whole house up. I was absolutely livid. There is a probably hilarious YouTube clip of me now that I decided to upload straight away after CM Punk had won, which is now circulating the internet, unfortunately, and then I've just had to do another short basically saying that CM Punk has lost like 5 minutes later, so fine, I don't mind having it taken out of me. To be honest, SummerSlam was. I try to be positive. Um, it wasn't great. I've got to be completely honest. That last match, basically saved it from being a horrendous show. Basically, it was really really poor up until the Punk and Gunther match. Um, yeah, Gunther and Punk have definitely saved that card. I'm going to get on to that in a minute, but I don't think that SummerSlam should be two shows next year. They've spread themselves far too thin. I mean, you've got questions like why on earth was LA Knight not on the card? Looks like he might be disappearing. I've got absolutely no idea what's going on with that. To be honest, I've heard loads of rumours that he's asked for a release. Yeah, um, no, it was. I didn't think it was a very good show. Basically, is what I'm getting at. I thought a couple of the matches were really good, but I just thought, other than the Gunther Punk match, it was very lackadaisical, to be honest. Um, Hi Tabby, alright, how's my day been? It was wonderful until I just saw CM Punk lose. Uh, I don't know what the other one means, so yep. Basically, I'll just run through everything with my trusty Sky Sports ledger. Um, yes, if you can, like I said before, if you can read that, you are better than I am. So they started off with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. I can never say those two names together. I don't. God alone knows why. Um, I thought it was a decent match. It was okay. I don't know if you guys have seen any reaction to it, but people seem to be making out it was a classic of some kind. I mean, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was the best match I've ever seen. No, it was all right. I didn't think it was anything particularly special. Roman and Jay got the win. Um, there was one funny moment. I've just looked at the notes where basically they start the match and Roman and Jay basically clear house, and then all of a sudden, um, like Roman talks to Jay, and they're like, "Shall we do it again?" And then they did the yeet thing again, so they had Jay like doing his yeet with the music on during the match, which I thought was quite funny actually, but fair play. Actually, Bron and Bronson, to be honest, fair play to them. They've actually really got some good chemistry there. Yeah, okay. Um, yeah, they've got some really good chemistry going. Match, like I said, was alright. There's nothing particularly to write home about. Next match was Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte versus Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. I thought the match was fine. Did what it needed to do. It was quite a bit of a swerve actually because I thought that when Charlotte had her head taken off by Bliss, basically, that that Charlotte would end up like absolutely battering Bliss. They did kind of tease it that she was going to go for a big boot, but she actually missed Alexa and kicked Raquel Rodriguez straight in the face. And then Bliss basically pins Roxanne Perez 1, 2, 3, and Bliss and Charlotte are your new World Tag Team Champion. Actually, do you know what? Fair play to WWE. That storyline has been very good. It's very good use of Charlotte, very good use of Alexa because they're kind of not in the world title scene, but you can't have two like world class talents like those two. Basically sat around doing bugger all. So to put them together at least for a while, I mean, I'm guessing they'll hold those belts maybe till the Royal Rumble just to give them something to do now. But yeah, no, the match was fine. It was what it was. Sami Zayn versus Karrion was actually, to be fair, it wasn't as bad as I was fearing it could be. I'm kind of over this whole storyline now. To be honest, I would quite like it to be the end. I'm hoping when Sami says that's it when he walks out the ring, I'm hoping that means that is the end of it. I'd like to see Sami maybe go for a world title now. And I think Karrion Kross, actually, to be fair to him, has been really good. It's really good that he's resurrected his career, but I'd just like him to do something else now. I think he'd match up quite well against maybe if you're going to do something with Encore Howdy in the Wyatts, like a supernatural thing, or like just go for a big slugfest with someone like a Damian Priest, or maybe you have him. Maybe having with Punk, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if those two would match up well, but they definitely need to do something else with Karrion because it's gone on a bit too long for me, this Sami Zayn storyline. To be honest, it doesn't really make sense. It's kind of like there's no payoff. It's like, say it, and it's like, say what? It's like, yeah, you're actually not as good as you are. It's like, yeah, but like people know that I used to be a heel, so I don't know. There was the obviously they had another section honouring Hulk Hogan. After that, it was Trish Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Again, I have to think of how I'm going to say this because obviously people have heard me a few times now talking about Jade. I think she still needs a lot of work, if I'm being completely honest. I thought the match was fine, but I don't know whether the foot on the ropes thing was another botch from Jade, but it kind of looked like a botch because basically she did a like move where she picks the person up in the air and like slams them down. But instead of trying to pin her in the middle of the ring, which she usually does, they had her like pin her next to the ropes, and obviously I know foot on the ropes is like a massive trope in wrestling, and it's used to like sort out all sorts of matches, blah 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 blah. But if you look, it kind of looked like she pushed her Tiffy Stratton's foot onto the ropes. Like it looked like she did it deliberately, and I'm kind of like, why would you do that for? Even if you were next to the ropes, you just have stick a leg out. So I don't know if Jade got too close to the ropes. I don't know if there was miscommunication between each other. Like I don't want to keep. I don't want to have a go at Jade because like she is a very very good wrestler, but obviously you've still got to remember that she only started at AEW what 2 years, maybe 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't know what her wrestling background was before that. I mean, obviously she's an absolute physical specimen, but I still think she needs a little bit of polishing. I thought Stratton was okay, but Tiffany Stratton is not a babyface; she's a heel. That's the problem with her whole act. She could eventually end up being like Charlotte, where people respect her and you can turn her back face again. But like, obviously in real life, Tiffany Stratton seems like a nice enough lady, but like her wrestling character has nothing to remotely to make you sort of like her, really. I mean, she comes across as quite arrogant, which is fine. That's right. That's fair enough. But I just don't think I don't buy her as a babyface. Basically, I think she. And also, I've seen her heel work in NXT. I think she's much better as a heel. So I would get her turned as quickly as humanly possible, to be honest. Yeah, and after that, like I said, I usually end up doing these live streams for like an hour. It's probably going to last like all of about 20-30 minutes maybe, because it was just it was up until Punk and Gunther, like I said, it was quite a bad show. The Logan Paul, Jelly Roll, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre match was basically what I'd expected it to be. It's the politest thing, like I say. Actually, fair play to Jelly Roll. I will give the bloke one thing. Like I said, I don't know his music, and I'd only heard of him through WWE. But to be fair to the bloke, he did work his arse off in that match, and he took that table shot from Logan Paul where he jumped off the top rope. He sold his injury quite well, but yeah, I just don't think it was necessary. By all means, you could have had Randy Orton versus, I don't know, Logan Paul, and Jelly Roll comes out to support his friend and then kind of gets involved. That I could have understood, but to actually have the bloke in a match and to keep people like, I don't know, LA Knight and Nia Jax off the card just seems really, really stupid, to be completely honest with you, but like, it's just my opinion. But yeah, the match was what it was. I mean, I've actually written down here in my trusty notebook, I definitely don't think they should do this SummerSlam 2 nights anymore. I think it's fine for an experiment, but I really don't think that it should be a 2-night show. In my opinion, because it just got spread too thin. I mean, looking at my notes, if you were to have, say, 7 matches on, and you have like one prelim match or something along the lines, for SummerSlam this year, you could have had something in the realms of Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker in a one-on-one match. You could have still had Alexa Bliss and Charlotte versus Judgment Day, Lyra versus Becky Lynch, Punk versus Gunther, Cody versus Cena, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky and Naomi, and perhaps Jacob Fatu instead of Solo Sikoa has a surprise opponent like, for example, Joe Hendry. Now, obviously, I'm not a member of the WWE booking committee, and I don't claim should be because I would not be very good. But that, to me, that card sounds like a SummerSlam card. I mean, I get that it's 2 nights, and it gives more people a chance to see it, and obviously it makes more money for WWE. But like, WWE's got a lot of talent, but they've also got a lot of talent that's out injured at the minute, like Kevin Owens is, for example. And I just don't think it was enough to basically go on, to be quite honest. Whether they keep the 2-night SummerSlam, I don't. Oh, actually, folks, by the way, anyone who ends up watching the live stream, can I apologise for changing the time? Um, I thought, because I'm watching this in the UK, I thought that this would be a ridiculous thing where it finished at about 4:30 in the morning. So I set my notifications for 4, and it actually started at 11 and basically finished at like whatever it is, 2 in the morning. So I don't think anyone's waiting on the list as far as I know. Johnny, if you do end up watching, apologies again. Hopefully you'll be on at some point. Yeah, I just got the times completely wrong basically. So I think what I will do for live reaction videos and stuff like that from now on, I will probably just maybe schedule it when I know that it's something is definitely going to be finishing basically is what I'm getting at. But yeah, apologies about that. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I would have done with the card. Like I said, I don't think SummerSlam definitely next year needs to be 2 nights at all. I think it should just be a straight one night. And like I said, that card that I've just said would have been way better than whatever this was tonight. But the whole thing was saved by Gunther and CM Punk, who had, without doubt, one of the best pro wrestling matches of the year. That wasn't WWE, that was an actual pro wrestling match. That was like back in the day, sort of mid-80s wrestling matches. It was just fantastic. I mean, I'm just looking at my notes here. I've literally got, this is a proper match, stretches, actual wrestlings, getting hold of the body part and working it, the chops, holds, CM Punk's selling was absolutely on point. I've just put basically Gunther was magnificent because, that man is superb. He's like generational. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world at the minute. Like the chops as well, obviously Punk's selling was good, but like the submission attempts as well that Gunther had as well. I just thought the whole thing was an absolute masterpiece, basically. I thought the told story, it went on for about 35 minutes maybe. Yeah, I just thought it was an absolutely fantastic match, thoroughly enjoyed it. And then, yeah, funny story. So those of you who watch my channel know I do YouTube shorts for like football and Liverpool and wrestling and this, that and the other. So I've been doing shorts all night of the results coming through. And I did a rather excited short about CM Punk winning the world title, saying get in and going shh and this, that and the other. And I'm going to look like a bit of an idiot because basically Seth Rollins then came in and removed the title from Mr. Punk in about 3 minutes. So I'm going to look like an absolute moron on the internet, no doubt, but whatever, I don't mind. But yeah, Paige, it's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Paige. Here's to you. Before anyone asks, it's water, by the way. Yeah, I was basically I was planning on the guys that know me on the channel will know that I usually have a glass or two of red wine watching these events. Let's just say last night I had a few libations and I did not particularly want to drink this evening. I would just leave that where it lies. But yeah, like I said, Gunther and Punk was absolutely superb. And then basically CM Punk's in the ring. He's got the world title. He's crying away. Like I said, I'm sat there going, get in, go on CM Punk and this, that and the other. Finish recording the show. Literally, it's about to upload. And then all of a sudden, Seth Rollins' music hits and Punk's expression when he went, oh God, was basically the same as mine. I was just like, I do not bloody believe this, you know. But yeah, Rollins comes out, and he comes out with the crutches. And I thought it was quite well worked by WWE, actually. It was like a double swerve. So he's got the crutches. And I thought he'd immediately just go out and go, ding, aha, I'm not actually injured, fantastic. And I thought he'd run in and cash in on Punk. But he was sort of at the top of the rampway, and I think he was shouting next year or something like that. And Paul Heyman was with him, and he was doing this on the clock and this, that, and the other. And then Rollins is like walking away, and then he gets slower and slower and slower, and I think everyone thought to themselves, right, okay, we've got away with it, that he is actually legitimately injured. But then he threw the crutches aside and took off all his medical gear and stuff, and Seth Rollins has worked sore, and indeed was not injured at all. Now, whether he was legit injured against LA Knight at Saturday night's main event, I have absolutely no idea. I mean, that did look like a legit injury, but if they were all in on it and this was the plan the whole along, then fair enough. But yeah, no, to be completely honest, no, it was really well done by WWE. Fair play to Hunter and everything. They're just showing the Peacemaker trailer now, actually. Yeah, it was very well done. But I've got to be honest, I was absolutely gutted because obviously I'm a big CM Punk fan, and I wanted CM Punk to be the world champion. But I did think to myself, well, surely it's going to be WrestleMania next year. But when he actually won tonight, I was absolutely just over the moon. And for him to have the belt taken away from him is like proper rubbish. But I'm assuming the plan will be for Punk to get the belt back at from Seth Rollins, maybe at WrestleMania next year, presumably, because obviously they were going to do that match. Whenever it was it last year they were meant to do Rollins and Punk, or the year before, I don't know. Presumably that is what will happen. I don't know. But yeah, I've got to be honest, I know a lot of people don't like Punk, and I can understand why people don't like him, but he won't know this, but he was there for me at a very rubbish time in my life, and I've been a Punk fan ever since. Obviously I saw what he did at AEW. I was actually there on the night, but yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look. Hello Milena, yo to you as well. Lisa, crazy, yep, agree. Oh, John Cena's in the chat. Hi John. I think Cody turns heel. Do you know what, John? I reckon he turns heel as well. That's what I've been predicting. So I originally went for Cena just to go over clean, or something like Brock. Oh, they're just showing the bloody Seth Rollins things again. You absolute word I can't say. I'm not even looking at it. It's just horrendous. Yeah, no, I think you're right, John, to be honest. There's just been a few things that Rhodes has done recently where, like, he had that match against Randy Orton. He was, like, proper. He went very heelish at one point. And there's been a couple of hints recently, obviously, when he dragged Cena back into the ring the other day, made him sign the contract. I don't know. I think basically there's either two things. Either Cody turns heel and goes full Homelander, or basically Cena and Rock, to quote Agatha Harkness, were in it all along, basically. I don't know. I can't believe this. No, Lisa, neither can I. I'm absolutely gutted. Are you okay? Yes, Milena, I'm fine, thank you. Not bad at all. Milena, my mum and dad had a... Sorry, Milena, I'm not sure what that means. But yeah, folks, just to kind of wrap... Oh, happy birthday. Just to kind of wrap things up. So where we go from here, I don't know, with Rollins and Punk. I mean, presumably they're now going to drag this feud out now until basically WrestleMania. I've got no idea. I suspect that's when he'll win the belt, finally. Yeah, they're just showing Rollins winning again. Absolute moron. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see Monday Night Raw. But like I said, overall Summerslam grade. Put it this way: when I'm doing this tomorrow night, I will not be greatly impressed if it is the same as tonight's fare, because it wasn't great. If the show had ended with the Jelly Roll thing, and if basically Gunther and Punk saved that pay per view, as far as I'm concerned, if they hadn't been on that match, it would have been borderline embarrassing, to be honest. Oh, I'm sorry, Milena. Bad luck. Rest in peace to your pet. Yeah, it's rubbish when that happens, isn't it? My son's one of my son's hamsters died. When was it? About 2 or 3 months ago, I think. He was absolutely mortified to see it. Sorry for your lot. John Cena again. Bloody hell, John, you're busy tonight. I get it's BS, but the whole Seth fake injury was great. Seth made it look real the way how choppy the LA Knight match happened. You thought it was real injury. Yeah, no, it was very impressive, John. Yeah. I mean, I think some people had guessed that it was maybe a work, but it was really good the fact that he did the crutches, and like I've seen Seth's IG and stuff, and he's like playing with his daughter, and he's walking around with Bex with the crutches. So like to have sold it for this long, actually, no, fair play to him. It was very, very good. I'd be very interested to know if LA Knight plays into this at all, because obviously LA Knight gets the victory, but if it was a legitimate injury spot, that's fair enough. And if the damage wasn't too bad, Seth has basically come back early, that's fine. But if you're LA Knight, you would, well, I suppose kayfabe wise, you would be kind of like, well, so the only reason I got that a win was because you faked an injury. That makes me look like a complete bloody idiot, basically. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if LA Knight gets involved in it. I'll be very interested to know what happens with Gunther as well, because obviously Gunther's now lost the world title twice in 4 months, I think. 4 or 5 months. I mean, obviously he's 2-time champion, but where Gunther goes from here, I don't know. I mean, presumably, I mean, I assume that they both they'd both have to have a rematch, obviously, because like Gunther was the champion, he's lost to Punk, so he deserves a rematch. But then Punk has also been the champion, so my immediate thought is, I don't know when the next WWE pay-per-view is. I know they've got Triple Mania, the Mexican one, but the next WWE one is it Bad Blood or something? I can't remember now, but I would expect it to be a triple threat match with Gunther, CM Punk and Seth Rollins, but I think Seth Rollins holds on to this belt now for a very, very long time, because obviously they want to make the stable good and everything. Obviously Braun and Bronson can prove that they can work, that they've worked well together now. So yeah, I don't know. One thing, excuse me again. One thing I would say about that group, and it has got slightly better, especially with that now as well, it's really made them relevant. They need to give them a name, and I've been saying this for weeks. You can't just keep calling them Seth and Bronson. Like, I get that they're trying to be real and stuff, but it's like, guys, you need a name of some time. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, you've got Heyman as well. They keep referring to as the Oracle. I don't know. Like, I mean, I can't even think of a name, to be honest. But they need something to like make them stand out. Excuse me again, but yeah, we'll see what happens basically. But yeah, overall, SummerSlam Night 1 would be struggling to get a C- from me, I'm afraid. If it hadn't been for Gunther and CM Punk, it would have been borderline getting an E to an F. And it's no disrespect to the performers. I always put performers over and shows over. I enjoy most of the wrestling I see. But yeah, it is what it is. You've got to call it how you see it. Personally, I just did not enjoy it really, to be honest. John Cena, I agree. Triple threat. Yeah, I think that's really the only way you can do it. To be honest, Jelly Roll versus. Oh my god. Yes, thank you, Bensonberg. I would prefer not to see that, to be completely honest with you, mate. But yeah, yeah, like I said, the jelly roll thing was. It's no offence to him of any kind whatsoever. To be fair, actually, to be fair to Jelly Roll, he did put work in, but like I said before, I just don't understand why they couldn't have just had Logan Paul versus Randy Orton, and Jelly Roll basically is supporting Randy Orton. For the life of me, why they had to have a celebrity match. I know why they have to have celebrity matches, obviously, because it gets more mainstream media interest, and obviously they've done that for years. Since I was a child with people like Mr. T, and they had Liberace, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson's been involved, the weird guy from Entourage, whose name I can never remember, Jeremy Piven. I love Jon Stewart, and they even had Jon Stewart wrestling Seth Rollins once. So I get all that, and that's fine, but I don't understand why you would keep someone like LA Knight, who is so over with basically every crowd that he wrestles in front of, off to have someone like a celebrity instead. Is what I'm getting at, basically. So, so I'm just looking at the minute. Charlotte's hugging Alexa Bliss on the live, their live show on WWE. That's quite sweet, actually. They were really, really good tonight, actually. LA Knight and Jelly Roll. It's slightly more preferable, but still no. There we go. But yeah, folks, like I said, before I head off, Gunther versus Punk, absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed it. The rest of the card was not great, in my opinion. And that's basically my wrap up. Excuse my voice, by the way. Apologies. Yeah, and that was it from it, basically. Like I said, I thought I would be on here talking away about SummerSlam for like hours, and I'd be up till like 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, I've pretty much burned through all my material, folks. To be honest, it just wasn't a good show, in my opinion. So yeah, heading into tomorrow night, I'll be back on hopefully around this time again for SummerSlam Night 2, which I am desperately hoping is much better than this, purely for the reason that I have to get up the next morning to travel to Liverpool. Fingers crossed, if the storm doesn't destroy half the country, I have to go to Liverpool at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning to go filming and stuff. And long story short, I'll be getting about 4 hours sleep, so I really, really hope that SummerSlam Night 2 is better than Night 1, because I will not be best pleased if I end up with 4 hours sleep to watch the equivalent show as to what that was, basically. Cardi, cashing was good at least. Yeah, no, it was Cardi. Yeah, no, like I said, as much as I'm gutted because I'm a CM Punk fan, it was very, very well done by WWE, to be fair, and very well done by Rollins, because he's just made himself like the most hated man in all of wrestling, basically. But yeah, no, it was very, very good. Like I said, I don't know if it was a shoot injury or a work injury. Like I said, I'd be very interested to know what LA Knight in kayfabe wise would think, because it kind of makes him look like a bit of an idiot, because he'll just be like, well, hang on, wait a minute, why does that mean I only beat you because you pretended to have an injury? Maybe LA Knight gets called up to Raw or something, I don't know. They need to do something with it. That's another thing, by the way, before I head off. I don't know if anyone's seen the rumours about LA Knight, but it seems to be getting a lot of traction at the minute. I mean, again, I don't know if this is WWE feeding the media, but he sounds and looks very unhappy with what is going on with his booking, and to be honest, I don't blame him. The man's booking has been shambolic for most of the last year. I mean, literally, he's one of the most over wrestlers in the world, and I don't understand why he's being misused. I get there's only so much room for people at the top, but to basically sparingly use LA Knight the way they are is very, 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 very strange to me, because he's so beloved by people. I mean, when I went to WWE Sheffield a few last year, like his shirts were literally selling out. Like everywhere, like and basically when I watched the arena in Sheffield when LA came out, I think it was against Carmelo Hayes, and then he cut promo, and he was the most over guy there. He got nearly as cheered as Cody, as much as Cody even. So yeah, I don't get why they're doing that with LA Knight. Maybe he can. I mean, I don't know if he fits AEW, to be honest. I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm sure there'd be discussions. Obviously, I'm sure Tony Khan would be very interested, but obviously they couldn't call him LA Knight for a start off. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with LA, but it's not very good, to be honest. But Cardi, two from Cardi. What's your prediction for Cena tomorrow? Double turn, and does he retain? See, I was thinking about a double turn as well. I don't know, Cardi, to be honest. It's actually quite good with what they've done, because there's so many different outcomes that you can have now. I mean, like, I suppose they could go full Bret Austin double turn and have Cody go full Homelander and just absolutely beat John Cena to the point where he can barely even walk and he might be out for the rest of his career or whatever. But yeah, I'm going to go with, yeah, I think maybe a double turn, and they will have Cena go babyface for the last few months of his career. I mean, maybe he takes the Seth Rollins' belt, I don't know, but I kind of think they want him to end with, obviously, the Universal, but yeah, I'm going to go with double turn. It wouldn't surprise me at all. He's not being booked properly. I'm not a massive fan of him, but he's very clear over. I don't see the point of the double turn if he loses. Double turn if he loses the belt. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Card, I really don't know. I'm struggling with this one, to be honest. I can usually say this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, but this one I'm genuinely not sure at all, to be honest. I mean, I suppose the other option is Cena retains and he is a good guy, but then Cody turns heel on him after the match and assaults him and basically puts him out, and Cena has to forfeit the title. Maybe that's how they do it. And then Cena comes back for his last few dates, because the other thing is as well, obviously he's got the Peacemaker, what am I trying to say, the Peacemaker media event, and I think he's also due to start shooting a film soon as well. Roman's filming Street Fighter soon as well, but I think Cena is meant to be filming in a couple of weeks' time or something like that, so maybe that's a thing. I don't know, maybe not, who knows. Wow. I'm just looking at the WWE feed, so Bronson, Reed, Heyman and Bron Breakker have all come out to the live stream on their live, and they are like holding up Peter Rosenberg for some reason. Yeah, anyway. Cool, I'll watch that later. But yeah, to be honest, Cardi, I don't know. I'm going to go with a double turn and maybe Rhodes not to win the title, but to go completely mental. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, folks. So that's my live reaction from tonight. So, just to make you guys aware, I will be watching tomorrow night's. Sorry, I'm really distracted now because Seth Rollins has come out. Yeah, and he's holding the title. You little. Yeah. No, very well done anyway. Yeah, anyway, folks, I'll be back tomorrow with a live reaction from Summerslam Night 2. Sorry, it's very late in the UK, I do apologise. I heard Rose Bron had an injury. Oh, I don't know, Cardi. I mean, he's just come out. He looks okay to me at the minute. He's not limping or carrying anything, so hopefully not. Because I really like Bron Breakker. Who would you like to WWF? Yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah. Anyway, folks, what I've been trying to say for the last 5 minutes is I will be back on tomorrow. Probably about same time. It'll be about 2:30, hopefully 3 o'clock in the morning. It probably won't be for as long as this because I literally have to get a train first thing in the morning to Liverpool. Thank you, Cardi. I'll see you later as well. Thank you very much for watching. Been good to talk to you. Yeah, so I'll be back on live tomorrow after Summerslam, so there'll be shorts and usual stuff on the channel. Yeah. Sorry, Seth Rollins is really putting me off now. The man's now parading the title in front of Big E for some stupid reason, but never mind. But yeah, like I said, I'll be back on tomorrow, probably about the same time, pretty live reaction. Anyone that's missed the video, like I said, I apologise about the start time again. Hopefully it'll be a bit more on point tomorrow. Yeah. So I am trying to end this face. Paul Heyman's literally now throwing bits of paper at Peter Rosenberg, who's trying not to laugh. She's really, really funny. Oh dear, oh dear. Yes, anyway, for a fourth time, I will be back on tomorrow for SummerSlam. This will be out as a video as well, hopefully in the next half an hour or something. So whatever you thought of the show, let me know in the comments. Did you like the show? Did you think it was as bad as I made out? Just let us know. And yeah, I will see you for more wrestling tomorrow. Also, before I go, cheap plug, the reason, Liverpool related, that I am going to bed hopefully earlier tomorrow is that I will be travelling to Liverpool, which I've managed to mention 3 or 4 times now. And I'm going to be going to Liverpool to watch the Athletic Bilbao match. If any of you guys are Liverpool fans for some reason or are interested in football, yeah, I'll be going to see that match. Apparently, so there's a match at 5 o'clock and then there's another match at 8 o'clock. Apparently my ticket allows me to see both, someone's told me, but I'm not sure if that's right. But either way, I'll be seeing the 5 o'clock match. What I'll be doing is I'm going to go to Anfield, hopefully get there for about 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'm going to do a live stream from basically Anfield, take you around the grounds, the mules and stuff, and then I'll be doing a podcast from there. I will be doing a match day vlog, which hopefully will be uploaded, and I'll do all sorts of like goals and stuff. And yeah, I'll be doing like post-match reaction from Anfield and stuff. So yeah, there will be loads of, if for some reason you are a Liverpool fan watching a wrestling stream, there will be loads and loads of Liverpool content on Monday and probably Friday. Like I said, anyone new to the channel wishes to subscribe. Basically, I do about 5 or 6 different things, and they're all on different channel headers. So I do Geek Boy Does Wrestling, which is what this comes under. Then it's Geek Boy Does Football, Geek Boy Does Liverpool, Geek Boy Does what the hell else do I do? Toy Hunts, Geek Boy Does Comic Cons and Pride, and then I've got 3 lots of podcasts: 1 movie one, 1 film one, 1 film one, 1 Liverpool one, and 1 what is the other wrestling? Geek Boy Wrestling Story. So I usually do that on the Monday after Monday Night Raw. But yeah, why am I telling you this for? Oh yeah, yeah. So if you want to check any of that stuff out, you can do. If you go on Geek Boy Does Wrestling, there's videos from both lots of All-Ins in London. There's WWE Sheffield, loads of toy shorts, loads of match reactions from cards and this, that and the other, loads of wrestling content. So just, if you want to check it out, please do. Let's have a look. Justin made the rapper. Hi Justin, how you doing, mate? Yeah. So that Triple H has just now come out as well. Sorry, I've been trying to end this live stream for ages, but like, I keep being distracted by WWE's live stream. But yeah, anyway. Also as well, wrestling wise, just to let you guys know, obviously subscribers will know this because I've been saying it for a few months, but if you are newly subscribed or have watched tonight's video and you're interested, I'm going to see AEW Forbidden Door on the 24th of August, so this time in 3 weeks. So I'm going to be doing, excuse me, I'm going to be doing obviously a vlog, toy short, I'm going to do the vlog, shorts of all the matches and wins and losses, etc, etc, and then I'm going to do like a live reaction from the O2 where Forbidden Door is. Also as well, I'm going to be in London like about a week before that, so I'm going to try and go to O2 and do a preview of Forbidden Door like a week beforehand as well. So yeah, you can check that out. And also, me and the family will be going to see WWE in Leeds, where I'm from. There's a random little girl who's crying. I will get off this live stream eventually first. Yeah, they've just had Jelly Roll and Triple H come out, and they've just shot a picture of a little girl who's like in absolute hysterics in the crowd. I didn't know how that was about. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll be at WWE Leeds on. So that's about 3 days after All In. So it'll be about the 27th of August, I think. Again, I'm going to go around the city and do a bit of live stuff because obviously that's where I'm from. There'll be a vlog and also shorts of all the results and everything, and then I'll do a live reaction after that as well. So there's loads and loads and loads of wrestling content coming up and loads of cool stuff coming up on the channel. So yeah, yeah, and that's about it, folks. So thanks everyone for interacting. It is 3:17 in the morning in the UK, and I need to go to sleep basically. So thanks everyone for watching. Oh, one last thing. Jelly Roll did his thing. Alessandra Fitness Channel. Yeah, no, Alessandra. Yeah, like I said, it's no offense to Jelly Roll, or it's just a personal thing with me. I'm not a massive fan of gimmick matches. I never have been. I get celebs are important to the business, and obviously it brings mainstream media, and I do understand that, obviously. It's no offence to Jelly Roll, he seems like a really nice bloke, to be fair. It's just not my thing. Like, back in the day when you had, like, Mike Tyson actually interacting with Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels, like, that was really well done. That's what a guest appearance should be. It's like the greatest guest appearance that you probably had in wrestling. The way that they did Bad Bunny more recently, that was good. That's fine. I just don't. I don't want to keep saying LA Knight because obviously there's other people, but like Penta, for example, is not on any of the Summerslam cards, and I'm like, why is Penta not on for you? You've been pushing this guy for months. He's really good. He's really over with the crowd, and he's not actually going to be on the pay-per-view. I don't know, it's just really odd, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I understand. I low-key thought Randy Orton was going to RKO and turn heel after the match. Yeah, I thought so, Alessandra, as well. Yeah, I did half think that maybe tomorrow night the other option, which I was mentioning earlier, low battery, yeah, I did half think that maybe Orton turns heel tomorrow night and RKO's Rhodes after what had happened at Night of Champions. But where they're taking Orton at the minute, I can't see that happening now, to be fair. I hate that Seth took the moment away from. Oh, Alessandra, seriously, I was. So I try not to swear on my live streams because I know that there's like sometimes there's kids that are watching them and stuff, and obviously I've got my son upstairs. All I'll say is, it's a very good job my son was not down here. He would have heard every single curse word under the sun. I was livid beyond bloody words, basically. Also, humiliatingly as well, I actually put a short out of myself celebrating CM Punk, which is now live on the internet for everyone to see, and so I look like a complete bloody moron now, but hey ho. There we go. But yeah, no, I was gutted as well. I really wanted Punk to win. I mean, I suppose at least he has won the title now, and he's now 6-time world champion. But yeah, that wasn't what I wanted. Like I said, I think the plan is for WrestleMania, for Punk to finally get his big moment. I think that's probably why they had Rollins go over at WrestleMania this year, because obviously Roman's had God knows how many wins at WrestleMania. Punk is the best in the world, and Rollins the one who needed the victory. So, but I think he'll get that back next year, and I think the plan will be for Rollins to put Punk over next year, unless of course Punk moves on to heel Cody. I mean, it could be anything now for all we know, but yeah. Obviously the road to WrestleMania is like, what, 5 months from even starting, so there's plenty of time for everything there. Cried so much me and Mike Howes on the screen TV when Seth attacked him with the briefcase. Yeah. I actually thought, you see, when Seth came out, I thought, oh my God, here we go. It's been bloody work, hasn't it? But then he sort of limped away, and I thought, oh, we've got away with it. And then he got slower and slower and slower, and then he stopped, and I was like, oh, crap, basically. And then he turned around, threw obviously his crutches away, and I was just like I was not pleased, to say the least. I want a Punk, Jay and Roman versus. I want a Punk, Jay and Roman versus Seth Breaker. Yes, yes, well, quite, yeah. I mean, I think that's probably what they were planning on doing initially, to be honest. So maybe they'll go back to that now. I don't know, but like I said, the number one thing they need to do with that group is they need a bloody name. They can't just keep calling them Seth, Bron, Heyman, and Bronson. It sounds like a lawyer's firm. Like, they need to actually have a name, basically. But yeah. Yeah, folks, anyway, thanks for chatting. Thanks for watching the live stream. It's been really cool interacting with you again. Like I said, I'll be back on tomorrow night. Last one, Paul Heyman is really doing my head in. Yes, he is doing my head in, mate, and that's why he's a fantastic heel, because, yeah, he would be very pleased that you're so annoyed, and I am so annoyed with him as well. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, do you think that? Oh, thanks, Alessandra. Yeah, like I said, I'll probably be on. I've put 4 o'clock in the morning, but it'll probably be about. If it's anything like tonight, it might be about 2:30, 3 o'clock. But I will, I will hopefully send that a notification, let you guys know. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. It's very gracious of you. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you for more wrestling content tomorrow. Bye bye. And by the way, Seth Rollins, you suck. See you later.